What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Overboy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2017 movie Kong Skull Island. In this movie, Bill Randa, the head of Monarch, gets a group of scientists and Vietnam soldiers to go with him to Skull Island, and they're going there to kind of explore and see what they can find, because it's an uncharted island that just showed up on the satellite, and he's wanting to prove that these monsters and stuff exist that he got called crazy about and stuff, but they don't really know that he knows that the monsters are there and everything. And when they get there, they get stuck on the island and have to make their way across it to get to the other side and stuff in order to be rescued by the people that they have set up to rescue. And along the way they meet Hank Marlowe, who is a World War II veteran that got stuck on the island during the war. And but yeah, this is a really good movie. It's a lot better than I remembered. I remember when I saw it in theater, I was really disappointed in it, and I think part of it is the day that I went to see it, I was like really exhausted. For some reason, I don't know why I was so tired and why I went to the theater being so tired. I used to do that a lot. I would go to the movie theater when I was really tired, and sometimes it made it where I didn't enjoy movies, and this is one of the ones that I didn't really enjoy. I think because I was really cranky, and also because of the fact that they marketed this movie like John Goodman was the main character and everything, kind of like they did with Bryan Cranston and Godzilla. Now I was really looking forward to him being in this movie and everything, and he is in here quite a bit, and he's the entire reason why they go to the island and stuff, so he has an important role in here, but he's not the main character. We don't really have a main protagonist in this movie. It has a big ensemble cast, but none of them are like really the main character of the movie. And some of them get good story arcs and some of them don't, and his, I think, had a lot more potential. It could have been a lot better and everything, but he dies halfway through the movie. And I remember when I saw it in the theater, I was mad. I almost walked out because it made me so mad, because I felt like I was ripped off because of the way the marketing was and everything. But on rewatch and stuff, going in knowing that he dies halfway into the movie, I've really enjoyed this movie a lot more. And of course I wasn't as tired and stuff, so I think that helped too. But it has a pretty good stacked cast, like I said. Besides John Goodman, they have Tom Hiddleston as James, who's like the tracker and stuff like that is supposed to help them navigate through the island and stuff. He's really good. Brie Larson is Mason Weaver, the photographer that goes with him, is pretty good too. She fits the role really well, and her chemistry with Tom Hiddleston is really good too. Samuel Jackson plays Preston Peckard, who is the Army's sergeant or whatever, like the leader of the military people that go with him, and he kind of clashes with Bill a little bit after they land and stuff, and he has this grudge against Kong because of Kong killing most of his soldiers and stuff, but he's really good in here. And of course the one that steals the show every time he's on screen, and the person I didn't expect to be the main reason I would like this movie, and I don't know why, because I've always really liked him a lot, is John C. Reilly as Hank Marlowe. He just was absolutely perfect in this movie. He doesn't get in here till about 30 or 40 minutes into the movie, but once he gets in here, he's in it through the rest of the movie, and he's just absolutely great in this movie. He brings comedic relief in here, but it doesn't overstay its welcome. He's serious and stuff at times in here. There's parts where he makes you feel really emotional and stuff, but there's times where he also had me cracking up, and he's really likable. And like, my favorite part is when he's talking about the skull crawlers, and he says that they don't really have names, but that's what he calls them because it sounds cool in his head and stuff. And the way his dialogue is in that scene, it reminded me of something that his character from Step Brothers would say or something. But John C. Reilly is just absolutely perfect in this movie, and he's absolutely he's just such a really great actor, and I just absolutely loved him in this movie. But yeah, this movie is a blast though, and it does take a while for it to get going. About probably 15 minutes or so. Once they get to the island though, it starts going by super fast and everything, and it's really fun adventure and stuff. It doesn't take near as long to get to the island as it did in the Peter Jackson movie, which was, when I was younger, I used to hate that because it took like almost an hour or over an hour for them to get to the island of that one. This one, they go pretty quickly, and I like that. And I love the Jurassic Park reference when they're first heading into the storm to get to the island, and Preston says, "Hold on to your butts" and stuff. That was just a really awesome little nod to Jurassic Park and everything. I love that, and this movie just had a really, really good atmosphere, and made you feel like the characters were in danger throughout the whole movie, and everything. It really did remind me of Jurassic Park. Like, there's a sense of adventure and dread and stuff, and that's what a good movie like this should be. And the CGI in here is just absolutely amazing. I know I said Godzilla's CGI was really good, but this movie, the CGI is even better. Probably some of the best CGI I've seen in the past decade. It's just absolutely stunning, and like the practical effects and stuff too, like the sets and stuff. At least I think most of the sets and stuff were practical. I don't think they used a lot of green screens and stuff, and if they did, then they were very, very good on it. But I think most of it was shot on location somewhere, but I'm not 100%, so if I am wrong about that, let me know in the comments if you know. But like this movie looks really, really good. They did a really great job with that. Larry Fong's cinematography is just absolutely breathtaking and amazing. Some of the best cinematography in a movie from the last decade too. I honestly think this movie would have really been deserving of some Oscars. I don't think it got very many nominations, or any if it did. It definitely would have deserved it for a lot, and like the sound editing and stuff like that is just really, really great. And this is a really, really good movie. It's a lot better than I remembered it to be, and I remembered I had some fun with it when I saw it in the theater, but like I said, I was just really not in a very good mood the day that I saw it, and I hadn't revisited it since because of that, which I'm sure everybody's kind of had that sour experience that made them not want to watch a movie again, and then when they finally revisit it, they enjoy it. But yeah, so I gotta say, this is a really, really good movie, and Jordan Vogt-Roberts, I probably butchered that name, did a really good job directing, and Henry Jackman's score is really good. I will say I like the score from Godzilla a lot more, but the score for this movie was good. Of course, it's also kind of hard to not compare the score for this movie with James Newton Howard's score for the King Kong from 2005, which was just absolutely amazing. But all in all, I think Kong Skull Island is a really great movie, and out of the two that I've seen so far, I do like this one a little bit more than Godzilla. I haven't seen Godzilla King of the Monsters yet. I'll be watching that here pretty soon, and have my review up for that after a while, or it'll probably be sometime later in the day. But yeah, so Kong Skull Island is really, really good movie. I'd give it an 8.5 out of 10. It's really a lot of fun, and if you haven't seen it yet, I definitely would recommend it. And if you had seen my old review, because I know I did a written review on Facebook years ago, talking about how disappointed I was in this movie. Just ignore that, because, like I said, I was just being really cranky and stuff that day. But yeah, I definitely would recommend this movie if you haven't seen it. So, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.